I recently picked up a 1x64 scale F1 Red Bull car, and it actually looked absolutely fantastic. That got me thinking, what is a creative way to display it? So I designed this. I designed a custom 3D printed display stand with integrated LED lights, which can control wirelessly using WLED. This lets me to manage each LED section individually, and the whole thing can sit on a desk or mount directly to a pegboard. So let's get into it. First, let's talk about the main component of this project, the COB LED strips. I actually sourced this from XIAO, and for this project I'm actually using three colors: blue, warm white and red. These COB LED strips are seriously impressive. They are bright, ultra thin, ultra flexible, which makes bending them into shape a breeze. They come in two different terminal configurations, double-ended and single-ended. Double-ended strips have positive and negative terminals in both ends, with single-ended strips have both of the terminals in the same end. The big advantage of single-ended strips is that you can cut them at any length and they will still work perfectly. For this build, I'm actually going with the single-ended COB LED strip. So that said, the terminals are quite delicate. So we need some preparation before the assembly. Start by tinning both sides of each terminal. Then solder two wires on it. I'm using two sides of heat shrink tubing, 1 mm for individual terminals and 2 mm for covering all of them. Apply heat with the soldering iron to the heat shrink. Repeat this process to all over the COB LED strips. Now, how do we control all of these LEDs? The answer is a COB LED driver board from XIAO, a 7-channel driver board purposefully built for this type of LED. For this project, I'm using 3 of the 80 mA channels, one for each LED colors. I am pairing XIAO ES with C3 with this controller. Then I designed the enclosure in Fusion 360. I added 1 mm depth channels throughout the body to neatly route the LED strips. The main driver board actually sits on the bottom. Once the design is finalized, I 3D print all of the parts. For the assembly, I wouldn't walk through every single step here. The full step-by-step guide is available on my blog, link in the description below. With the build complete, it is time to bring the project to life. Connect the device onto your PC and flash it with WLED. Once flashed, open the WLED app and go to the config and LED preference. Change the LED output type to PWM white and set to GPIO 9 and add two more PWM LED outputs, assigning them to GPIO 8 and GPIO 5. And finally, check the option to make a segment for each output. Hit save. If everything's set up correctly, your LED will be start glowing. Head to segment section and rename each of the segment corresponding to the LED section on the stand. Okay, we are done with the setup. To mount the stand on the pegboard, I used a universal peg mount from Printables. I am powering up everything using a 90-degree white USB cable. From here, use the WLED app to connect and customize your lighting however you like. If you need to build one, you can find all related information, including the STL files, in my blog. Links in the description. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. See you next time. Happy making.